I get asked a lot, what are the right amount of carbs for type 2 diabetics? It depends. Diabetes carb counting isn't the end-all be-all. It's only a piece of the puzzle for type 2 diabetes. And for the most part, I don't believe in a one-size-fits-all solution. You need to understand how different carbs affect your blood sugar, and then it's easier to carb count. Even some of the doctors I work with have trouble really grasping carb counting as it isn't an exact science. So having said that, I'm going to give you some simple tips to help you count carbs. Here are some tips to make you a better carb counter. Read nutritional labels if they're available. This is usually displayed as nutrition facts. Use a measuring cup to measure liquids and food to learn carbohydrate amounts. In general, 1 cup of a starchy carb is about the size of a woman's fist. For type 2 diabetics, I would say to try to keep your carbs between 30 to 40 grams per meal. And say that to give you a starting point because if you weigh more than you can handle more carbs. Plus, different types of carbs impact your blood sugar differently. Use a food scale to weigh food in ounces. Here is some of the carbohydrate content in common foods. These are rough estimates, not exact. Beans, corn, potatoes, on average contain about 15 grams of carbs per half cup. Rice, pasta, yuca contain about 15 grams of carbs per a third cup. Dry cereal, such as oatmeal, contains about 15 grams of carbs per a third cup. Fruit juice, about a half a cup contains about 15 grams of carbs. 1 cup of raspberries, blueberries, and pineapples contains about 15 grams of carbohydrates. 1 large orange is about 22 grams of carbohydrates. 1 slice of whole wheat bread is roughly 13 grams of carbohydrates. 1 pear is about 26 grams of carbohydrates. 1 cup of broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus, lettuce, eggplant, cucumber, celery, mushrooms, onions, all contain about 6 grams of carbohydrates. Milk. 1 cup of cow's milk, soy, or plain yogurt contain about 12 grams of carbohydrates. Ice cream at half a cup contains about 12 grams of carbohydrates. Sports drinks, 1 cup contains about 15 grams of carbohydrates. Soda, at half a cup, contains about 15 grams of carbohydrates. A good resource for caloric counting on the go is the Calorie King Calorie Fat Carbohydrate Counter. This book makes it easy for you to count carbs when dining out. If you really want to nail carb counting, you need to grab my Master Your Diabetes course. In Master Your Diabetes, you'll learn what to do instead of stressing out about carb content in food. For more information, visit masteryourdiabetes.com now.